I've really never seen one of these before, but look at, ooh. In the net, let's go. Oh man, look at that. Hey guys, welcome back to another VW Outdoors video. So today we are doing some fishing underneath I-40. This is probably the busiest road in America, honestly. I'm thinking that there's gonna be some real good catfish under here. It's literally the end of December and like 70 degrees out here. So it's really weird and I'm thinking we're gonna have a lot of luck. We've got some chicken tenders we're gonna be fishing with today. And we've got some night crawlers, and hopefully we're going to be able to catch some other bait fish as well. I just bought this just in case. But as you can see, we've got a bunch of rods over here. So we're going to have all sorts of variety, tossing different things out, and trying our luck with everything. So hopefully we catch a big catfish. Hopefully we catch some other unique species. But it's going to be a good day, and we'll see what we get. All right, guys, we've got our first thing rigged up here. We got a night crawler on the smaller rod. My wife is with me today, so hopefully she can reel in a bigger fish than me, but she's gonna cast it out and we're gonna see what happens. Oh, nice. Perfect, and I saw a fish jump, so good stuff. All right, guys, so we have our next bait here with a tenderloin on here. Probably gonna have to hook this again so I make sure it doesn't fall off, but we're gonna cast out there, see what we can do. All right, guys, this is my next rig. Much lighter rod, much lighter tackle. So we're gonna throw it kind of right by that bridge and see what we can get over there. All right, guys, so we have our last tenderloin on my big 10-foot rod. This is a brand new rod and reel. I got it specifically for bank fishing. Hopefully I don't get wrapped up in anything underneath the bridge. Did that a while back and it was not very fun, so. So last time that tenderloin flew off. So this time I've got it tied on a little bit. I hate using chicken. I should have bought something else, but whatever. Hopefully we catch some bait fish. We don't have to worry about it, but I've got it tied on this time and I've got a smaller piece. Let's see if this works better. All right, so we have a variety of different rods out right now. We've got one on a bobber floating over there. We've got a piece of chicken tenderloin right over there. We've got the big rod kind of out in the middle. It's not as far out as I kind of wish it would be, but I might cast it back out there in a little bit. But with this warm weather, I'm thinking the fish are going to be shallow anyways, so we're going to leave it there for now. Same thing here. This is cast out directly in front of us, and then we've got this one over here with a worm on it, sort of out there, wherever. But we're going to let them sit for about 10-15 minutes and go from there. There it is. That's it. Got one. All right. That is our first fish of the day. We got ourselves a nice bluegill. He's gonna be good for bait, so we're gonna hold on to him for sure.
Rylan caught this beautiful fish. He could tell you more about it than I can, but thought I'd show him off before I stick him in the bucket.
All right, guys, like Anna said, we have a pretty good bluegill right here that I caught over by the, oh, she got another one. Let's go, nice. All right, guys, Anna got a green sunfish, I believe. That's a perfect size. We'll throw that on the smaller rod, but man, that's a good job. All right, guys, so this is our next bait. We've got it rigged up here. We're gonna toss this out on our big rod, and hopefully this will do the trick right here. We did pull it in, and the piece of chicken was missing. I think something already got it, so that's a good sign. Okay guys, this is going to be our next rig. We've got the green sunfish live on the smaller rod. We're going to toss this out and hopefully this will bring in something good, maybe a flathead. Dang, Anna's already taken over the lead early. She got another fish. Oop, that one's spazzing out on me. Pretty good readier, looks like. So good job, babe. We're going to put this in the bucket and hold on to him. All right, this is such a cool spot to fish, guys. I'm really hoping that we get something good. We've got one other guy over there. He's it looks like he's catfishing or gar fishing as well. And then we have this guy pulling planers. All right, guys, we have been fishing here for probably, I don't know, maybe 3 hours, and haven't had anything crazy happen yet. Caught a couple bait fish, but still haven't had the big rods go off or caught anything other than a panfish. So it's kind of a, not the greatest thing, but I just casted a couple more out in some different spots, and so hopefully we get something here. I'm just looking for something.
Nope.
All right, guys, Anna picked us up some lunch, so thank goodness. We still got the rods out there. All right, guys, I got a bean burrito with tomatoes inside, and obviously cheese dip on top, so that's pretty solid. Anna got, what is that?
A burrito with beef, lettuce, sour cream,
all the goods, tomatoes.
Nice. Okay, so if you didn't know, which you probably don't know unless you know me in real life, I'm actually vegetarian, which is kind of funny. That's why I called the tenderloins, what did I call them?
Chicken tenders.
I called them chicken tenders earlier.
Which technically you can make them into chicken tenders.
I don't know what they are. I'm just out here fishing, all right? I love fishing, and I don't eat meat, so I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing.
$20 for this.
All right, we got another one. All right, guys, just when I was losing hope, we got another bluegill. That's pretty good size. We'll use him for bait. All right, guys, there's the next fish there. We're gonna hold on to him, use him as bait, same as this other guy. We did not catch any big fish whatsoever, not even a drum.
So he stopped at this little pond to see if he could catch any fish. And look, he caught one. He's super excited about it.
Another bluegill, but I guess we'll hold on to it for bait. But we found this little creek that empties into the Tennessee, and I was like, well, let me just try it real quick. So, hey, I guess it paid off.
Here he goes again, out into the wild. Fisherman in his natural habitat. I love seeing him happy. So we go fishing, and I just read my books. Anyway, he's cute.
Oh, got another one.
Okay.
Whoa. Some sort of shiner. All right. We caught like this cool little shiner of some sort. It's got this really large mouth. I've really never seen one of these before, but look at, ooh. Look at this pretty coloration on it. Oops. It's got kind of like this rainbow looking color to it. Very cool. We're gonna put this in the bucket as well. There we go. That's perfect. That's exactly where I wanted it. That's right above where that bass lives. Oh, never mind. A shiner took it. Oh, that's not a shiner. Huh. It doesn't even look like a bluegill down there. All right, guys, we got another bluegill, or maybe it's not a bluegill, but some sort of bluegill-like fish. And he's got a kind of pretty color to him. We're gonna put him in the bucket. Uh-oh, all right. Looks like we got another one of those shiners. All right, guys, we caught another one of these shiners. I don't know, it might not be a shiner, it could be something else, but I'm gonna call it that. But wow, look at that mouth. It's so interesting. Look how wide it opens up. Anyways, very cool little fish. Might be some good bait fish, but I might throw this guy back just in case. But anyways, cool little fish. Hopefully we can catch that bass. All right, guys, we're gonna give over here a little shot. We just got a worm and we're throwing it weightless. Oh, there's one. It's another one of those little shiners there. Or not sure if it's a shiner, like I said, but whoops. Let's put him back in that water. Oh. Wow. That little dude is tiny. Look at that tiny little green sunfish. All right, let's toss him back. All right, we've caught a few more, but this is probably the biggest one out of those few that we've caught. Very cool. We caught him on that worm. I'm thinking I'm gonna switch to this little curly tail jig to see if I can get that bass. All right, guys, we got another bluegill. A little small, but it'll make good bait, so I'm gonna toss it in the bucket. Well, you know, at the end of the day, not too bad. I guess we caught quite a few. I'm gonna put these guys away in the freezer, and we're gonna have plenty of bait next time. All right, guys, so obviously that last spot did not turn out very well. So that was yesterday. Today, we are actually headed to an entirely different river. We're going to the Mississippi River, and we just so happen to kind of be right in between both of them. So it's really nice. We can fish either river, and it takes the same amount of time to get there. I got a feeling the Mississippi River is just going to kind of give us a little bit of a better chance at getting a nice blue or a nice flathead. So that's kind of what I'm banking on, but we'll see if anything changes. It's a lot more dirty. You know, it's not, the fish are kind of used to more chaos, if that makes sense. So maybe this wonky weather won't really affect the fish as much, and they'll be a little bit more consistent. But we're going to try our best. We're going to be fishing kind of right at the tip of Mud Island. We're going to be casting off right where the Wolf River meets it. So we're going to see what we can do, and hopefully we have a lot better luck today than we did yesterday. All right, guys, so we made it to the Mississippi River. So as you can see, this is a much bigger river than the Tennessee. And this right here, this is the Wolf River coming right into it. So we've got a bit of slack water over here, and this is kind of what we're going to be fishing. So it's really windy out here. That's going to kind of suck, but hopefully you guys can hear me well enough. We're going to get some baits out. All right, guys, we've got a chunk of frozen bluegill on our white rod. This is a 7'8" rod. We're going to toss it out kind of in this slack water. Not sure how far we're going to be able to get it out, but after that, we're going to rig up our big rod and try to get a little bit more distance. We're going to kind of stagger them, maybe 40, 60, and as far out as we can go. All right, guys, this is my next rig. It's on my smaller rod and reel, a little 2-ounce weight. I'm gonna throw it kind of more towards the Wolf River side of it. Just really get it in that inlet just in case anything's swimming in and out of there. So I'm gonna go ahead and toss that one out. All right, guys, so we have our next rig going out. This is a bigger chunk of some bluegill, 8-ounce weight. And we've got this on my big 10-foot ugly stick. So brand new setup. I'm kind of excited about using it. But anyways, we're gonna toss it out there a little bit further than the other one. Still not like super far. We don't need it to go all the way out there. We kind of want it closer to the bank, if possible. I don't know. We're just trying things, but we're gonna go ahead and toss this out. All right, guys, Anna's cooking up some mac and cheese. So she's got lunch on its way here. Uh-oh, she wants me to taste test.
It's really hot.
You know I don't like hot food. I think it's good. It's good, ladies and gentlemen. All right, guys, this is our next rig. We've got a small J hook on some light 6-pound line. We're gonna toss it out kind of over in that area so that it's not getting swept away by the current too much. Oh man, look at that. Golden goodness. All right. Well, I didn't know it, but I guess I got a fish. And it's a little drum. All right. We're not skunked. That's a good sign. We got a little freshwater drum here. We can keep this guy for bait for sure. He's gonna make really good bait. I saw a much larger freshwater drum jumping out of the water right where this was located. So that's a pretty good sign. If anything, we're gonna catch a bunch of really good drums. So no luck on the bigger rods yet, but we're still holding strong. I'm gonna give it maybe 30 more minutes, and then I'm gonna maybe cast them out in a different area just to see, and just kind of go from there. Got one. Good. I don't know how, that was quick. Holy cow, I got another one. Wow, that was like instantaneous. Oh my gosh, this one's got some bite to it. Let me see if I can get him in the net. This is only 6-pound line, so I kind of have to be gentle. Definitely much larger. Probably another drum. Yep. That was as soon as it hit the water too. There we go. Let's go. All right. Man. But that's probably about 1.5 pounds, 2 pound. So that's a pretty good fish right there. We're gonna leave him in the bucket just because we might use this guy as bait later down the road. So we're gonna hold on to him for now, and then we're gonna get this rig back up and toss it back out, see what else we can get. All right, guys, it's almost been an hour since these rods have been sitting out here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the 2 bigger catfish rods and toss them back out. I noticed that they've kind of drifted all the way over here, even with the 8-ounce weight on it. It's drifted all the way over here. Same thing with this one, it's got a 5-ounce weight on it. So what I'm gonna try to do is toss it even further out, but kind of more that direction so that it hits this little bit of slack water in this area right there. So you can see the current comes there, there's kind of a break there, it's sort of an eddy right here. And so we're gonna try to go for that area with one of them, and then with the other one, I think with this other shorter rod, we're gonna probably just toss it out that direction. All right, guys, so on our little rod here, we got another small drum, about the same size as the last drum. So we're gonna put him in the bucket, keep him as well. And I think we're probably gonna throw back the big drum because I don't really wanna have to cut him up and all that. So pretty good size though, I'll take it. Oh, looky there. We got another drum, that's like 3. No, that's 4. Got my hook. All All right, guys, we got another fish. He's fighting pretty good. I don't know what it is. I guess we're gonna have to find out. He's definitely got some fight to him, though. Oh, there he is. We got another drum. All right. In the net. Let's go. Sweet. Open your mouth. Please. Yeah, got a good hook. Bleed a little bit, sorry, but there we go. All right. That's the size we could put in the freezer. I'm a lot more comfortable with that. All right, guys, we got one more freshwater drum right here at the new spot. So pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the bucket. He's probably about 3/4 of a pound, maybe a pound, and he's actually gonna make some pretty good bait. That last one was kind of borderline. I don't really like keeping those because they're just kind of, they take up too much space in the refrigerator. Their bones are real thick too, and so they're real hard to cut up and use as bait. But this one right here is gonna be perfect size. All right, so I kind of just left all my stuff over here because I was too lazy. Put it in the bucket full of drum. All right, I'll take it. Man, I know that's all we're catching, guys, but I'd rather be catching just 5 drums than nothing. So, hey, I'll take it. All right, guys, I'm admitting defeat yet again. No big catfish, but at least we did catch like 6 drum, so that was good. We just weren't able to get any actual target species, so that's a little annoying, but you know, it is what it is. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. It was kind of interesting seeing the difference between the Tennessee River and the Mississippi River, but we did catch a lot of fish at the end of the day, just not our target species. So, you know, we're gonna try to get out there maybe again this weekend or next weekend and do some more fishing. So a video will be coming shortly to you guys. If you guys want to see some more content of like my fish tank, let me know. They all went hiding, of course, but I've got probably about 15 cichlids in here, and they're all very, very cool and active. And I also have an orange female tabby cat named Toby, and my terrarium right here. I actually did film a video for this. I just haven't posted it yet. But these are gray tree frogs, and I've got about 4 of them in here. So there's 3. I bet the 4th one is back there somewhere. But if you guys want to see more content involving stuff like this, let me know. And we can do something like that. But thanks so much for watching the video, guys. Please like and subscribe if you liked it. And we'll see you next time.